welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to talk about something very powerful, not money, not success, but the thing that controls everything in your life. Your brain. If your brain is tired, your life feels heavy. If your brain is confused, your decisions become weak. But if your brain is strong, calm, and clear, your life starts changing. You think better, you feel better, you live better. And the best part is, you don't need something big to improve your brain. You just need small habits done daily. So, today, you will learn simple ways to boost your brain step by step in very easy English. Lesson 1. Travel expands your brain. Now, let's start with the first and one of the most powerful ways to boost your brain. Travel. Not just big travel, not expensive trips, but simple movement from your normal place. Most people live the same life every day. Same room, same road, same people, same routine. And slowly something happens to the brain. It becomes slow. It becomes bored. It stops learning new things. Why? Because the brain grows when it sees new things, not old things again and again. Now, understand this simple truth. Your brain is like a muscle. If you use it in the same way every day, it becomes weak. But when you give it something new, it becomes active. It starts thinking. It starts learning. When you travel, even a small distance, your brain wakes up. You notice new buildings. You hear different sounds. You see new faces. Your brain starts asking questions. What is this place? Who are these people? How is this different? And this questioning is very powerful because it makes your brain alive again. Let's take a simple example. Imagine you go to a new street in your city. At first, everything feels different. You look around more carefully. You walk slowly. You observe more. That is your brain working. That is your brain learning. Now imagine you travel to a completely new place, new culture, new food, new environment. Your brain becomes even more active. You try to understand people. You try to adjust. You try to learn. And this process makes your brain stronger. Now, here's something very important. You don't need money to travel. You don't need a long vacation. You just need to break your routine. Go to a park you have never visited. Walk in a different area. Sit in a new place. Even small changes can create big impact. Now, let's connect this with your English. When you travel, you also get a chance to think in English. Look around and describe things in your mind. This place is new. I see many people. This road is busy. Simple sentences, but very powerful. Because now you're training your brain in two ways. New environment and English thinking. Let's go deeper. Travel also changes your mindset. When you stay in one place for too long, your thinking becomes limited. You see the world in one way only. But when you travel, you understand that life is bigger. People live differently. People think differently. And this opens your mind. An open mind is very important because a closed mind cannot learn fast. But an open mind learns quickly, adapts quickly, grows quickly. Now, here is a simple practice you must follow. At least once or twice a week, change your environment. Go somewhere new, even for 30 minutes. And while you are there, observe everything. Think in English. Describe everything. Feel everything. At first, it will feel normal, but slowly, you will notice something. Your thinking becomes sharper. Your mind becomes more active. Your ideas become better. And one day, you will realize you are not the same person anymore. Your brain is more alive, more aware, more powerful. So, remember this line. Don't stay in the same place all the time. Move, explore, see new things. Because when you change your place, you change your brain. And when your brain changes, your life starts changing. Lesson 2. Laughing uplifts your brain. Now, let's talk about something very simple, but very powerful. Laughing. Many people think laughing is just for fun. But the truth is, laughing is like medicine for your brain. Look at your daily life. Most of the time, people are serious. They about problems. They worry about the future. They feel stressed. And slowly their brain becomes heavy. It becomes tired. It loses energy. Now understand this clearly. Your brain cannot stay strong if it is always under stress. It needs relief. It needs light moments. It needs laughter. When you laugh, something amazing happens inside your brain. Your stress goes down. Your mood becomes better. Your body relaxes. And your brain feels fresh again. Think about a moment when you laughed a lot. Maybe with a friend. Maybe watching something funny. After that, how did you feel? Light, happy, free? That is the power of laughter. Now, here is the problem. Many people are waiting for a reason to laugh. They think, I will laugh when something funny happens, but this is not the right way. You don't wait for laughter. You create it. Start adding laughter in your daily life. Watch something funny for a few minutes. Listen to light and happy content. Talk to someone who makes you smile. Even small smiles matter. Now let's go deeper. Laughing also improves your thinking. When your brain is relaxed, it thinks clearly. It finds solutions faster. It becomes creative. But when your brain is stressed, it becomes blocked. It cannot think properly. So, if you want a strong brain, you cannot stay serious all the time. Balance is important. Work, but also laugh. Think, but also relax. Now connect this with your English. When you laugh and feel relaxed, your fear goes down. Your confidence goes up. And this helps you speak better, because fear is the biggest enemy of speaking. Try this simple practice. Watch a short funny video in English, not for learning, just for enjoyment. Listen, watch, and laugh. Slowly, your brain will start understanding English in a natural way, without pressure, without fear. Now, here is another powerful idea. Try to smile while speaking, even if you are alone. Even if your English is not perfect. Smile, because when you smile, your brain feels safe. And when your brain feels safe, it speaks better. At first, this may feel strange, but slowly it becomes natural. And your whole energy changes. Now, imagine your life without laughter. Only stress, only pressure, only serious thinking. That life feels heavy, but when you add laughter, everything becomes lighter. So, remember this simple truth. Laughing is not a waste of time. Laughing is brain power. Start smiling more. Start laughing more. Even for small reasons, because a happy brain is a powerful brain, and a powerful brain creates a better life. Lesson 3. Music influences your brain. Now, let's talk about something you use every day, but may not fully understand. Music. Most people listen to music for entertainment. They play songs when they are bored, when they're traveling, or they want to pass time. But the truth is music is not just entertainment. Music is a powerful tool that can change your brain. Think about this. Have you ever noticed how your mood changes with music? When you listen to slow, soft music, you feel calm. When you listen to fast, energetic music, you feel active. When you listen to sad music, you feel emotional. This is not random. This is your brain reacting to sound. Your brain is always listening, even when you don't focus, even when you don't try. Your brain is absorbing everything, and music directly affects your emotions, your energy, and your thinking. Now, understand this clearly. If you listen to negative, angry, or sad music all the time, your brain slowly becomes heavy. Your thoughts become negative. Your mood becomes low. But if you listen to positive, calm, and meaningful music, your brain becomes relaxed. Your thinking becomes clear. Your energy becomes better. So, the question is not, do you listen to music? The real question is, what kind of music are you feeding your brain? Now, let's go deeper. Music can also improve your focus. Many people feel distracted. Their mind keeps jumping from one thought to another. They cannot concentrate. In this situation, calm instrumental music can help. It reduces noise in your brain. It creates a peaceful space. And in that space, you can think better. Music can also give you motivation. When you feel lazy, when you don't feel like working, play energetic music. Your body starts moving, your mind becomes active, and slowly, you feel ready to take action. Now, let's connect this with English. Music is one of the best ways to learn English naturally. When you listen to English songs, your brain learns pronunciation. Your brain learns rhythm. Your brain learns how words flow together. But don't make it complicated. You don't need to understand every word. Just listen. Feel the sound. Repeat simple lines. Even one line is enough. For example, if a song says, "I will try again," repeat it. Say it slowly. Say it clearly. This is practice, and it does not feel like study. Now, here is a simple daily habit. Choose your music with purpose. Morning, listen to something calm and positive. During work, use soft background music if needed. When you feel low, play something uplifting. At night, listen to something relaxing. This way, music becomes your support system, not just entertainment. Now imagine two people. One person listens to random music all day, no control, no thinking. The second person listens carefully, chooses positive sounds, uses music for focus, for energy, for calmness. Who will have a stronger brain? The answer is clear. So, remember this line. Music is not just sound. Music is influence. It shapes your emotions. It shapes your thinking. It shapes your brain. Start choosing better music. Start listening with awareness, because when your sound changes, your mind changes. And when your mind changes, your life begins to change. Lesson 4. Hugging soothes your brain. Now, let's talk about something very simple, but very deep. Hugging. Many people think a hug is just a small action, just a normal thing. But the truth is, a hug has a powerful effect on your brain. Look at your life. Sometimes you feel stressed. Sometimes you feel tired. Sometimes you feel alone. And in those moments, your brain needs comfort, not advice, not solutions, just comfort. A simple hug can give that comfort. When you hug someone, your body relaxes, your breathing becomes slow, your heart feels calm, and your brain starts feeling safe. Now, understand this clearly. Your brain works better when it feels safe. When you feel safe, you think clearly, you feel strong, you feel connected. But when you feel alone or stressed, your brain becomes tense. It becomes heavy. It starts overthinking. This is why human connection is very important. We are not made to live alone. We need warmth. We need care. We need touch. A hug gives you that feeling. It tells your brain, you are not alone. You are okay. You are safe. And this message is very powerful. Think about a moment when someone gave you a genuine hug. Maybe a family member, maybe a close friend. How did you feel? Calm, relaxed, comfortable. That is not just emotion. That is your brain healing. Now here is something important. You don't need many people. You don't need a big group. Even one person who cares about you is enough. One real connection is more powerful than many fake ones. If you have someone close in your life, don't ignore this simple action. Give a warm hug, not a quick one, a real one. Stay for a few seconds. Feel the connection. Let your brain relax. Now you may think, what if I don't have someone to hug? This is a real situation for many people, and it is okay. Because hugging is not only physical, you can still create emotional comfort. Talk to someone you trust. Share your feelings. Even a kind conversation can calm your brain. You can also practice self-care. Put your hand on your chest. Take deep breaths. Tell yourself, I am okay. I am safe. This may feel small, but it sends a powerful signal to your brain. Now let's connect this with your daily life. When your brain feels calm, your thinking becomes better. Your decisions become clear. Your emotions become balanced. And this also helps your English. Because when you are relaxed, you speak better. You don't feel fear. You don't feel pressure. Your words come more naturally. But when your brain is stressed, you become silent. You forget words. You feel nervous. So never ignore your emotional health. A strong brain is not just about thinking. It is also about feeling safe and calm. Now imagine two people. One person is always stressed. No comfort, no connection. The other person feels supported, feels calm, feels safe. Who will think better? Who will grow faster? The answer is clear. So remember this simple truth. Hugging is not a small thing. Hugging is healing. Give warmth, receive warmth, stay connected. Because when your heart feels safe, your brain becomes strong. And when your brain is strong, your life becomes better. Lesson 5. Meditation calms your brain. Now let's talk about something very powerful but very simple. Meditation. Many people think meditation is difficult. They think you need special knowledge, or long time, or a perfect place. But the truth is, meditation is just learning how to sit with your mind. Look at your daily life. Your brain is always busy, thinking about the past, worrying about the future, repeating the same thoughts again and again. Even when you are resting, your brain is not resting. It keeps moving. This creates noise, too many thoughts, too much pressure, and slowly your brain becomes tired. Now, understand this clearly. A tired brain cannot think clearly. A tired brain cannot stay focused. A tired brain cannot feel calm. This is where meditation helps. Meditation gives your brain a break, not sleep, but a different kind of rest, a silent rest. Let's understand it in a very simple way. Meditation means you stop running for a few minutes. You sit, you breathe, and you observe. You don't try to control your thoughts. You don't try to stop your mind. You just watch. At first, it will feel strange. You will sit and many thoughts will come. You may think, this is not working. My mind is not quiet. But that is normal because your brain is used to noise. Meditation is not about stopping thoughts. Meditation is about not following every thought. Let's do a simple example. Sit comfortably. Close your eyes. Take a slow breath. Now focus on your breathing, in and out, in and out. After a few seconds, your mind will go somewhere else, maybe a memory, maybe a worry, maybe a random idea. When that happens, don't get angry. Don't feel bad. Just bring your attention back to your breath, again and again. This is meditation, simple. Now you may think, how long should I do this? Start with 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. No pressure, no perfection. Slowly, you can increase the time. 10 minutes, 15 minutes. But even 5 minutes daily is powerful. Now let's understand what happens in your brain when you meditate. Your brain becomes slow. Your thoughts become less heavy. Your emotions become stable. You feel calm. You feel clear. You feel in control. This helps you in every part of life. You make better decisions. You handle problems better. You don't react quickly. You respond calmly. Now connect this with your English. When your mind is calm, you don't feel fear while speaking. You don't overthink. You don't panic. You think clearly. You speak slowly, and your words come more naturally. But when your mind is full of noise, you get stuck. You forget words. You feel nervous. So, meditation is not only for peace. It is also for better thinking, better speaking, better living. Now, let's talk about a simple daily routine. Morning. Sit quietly for a few minutes. Focus on your breath. Start your day with calmness. During the day, if you feel stressed, pause for a moment. Take deep breaths. Relax your mind. At night, sit again for a few minutes. Let your brain slow down. Prepare your mind for rest. Now, imagine your life without meditation. Constant noise, constant stress, constant thinking. That life feels heavy. But when you add meditation, everything becomes lighter. So, remember this simple line. Meditation is not about doing more. It is about slowing down. Start small. Stay consistent. Be patient, because when your mind becomes powerful, and when your brain becomes powerful, your life starts to change. Lesson 6. Natural food fuels your brain. Now, let's talk about something you do every day, but many people ignore its real power. Food. Not just for your body, but for your brain. Most people think food is only for energy. They eat to fill their stomach. They eat what is easy, what is fast, what tastes good, but they don't think about one important thing. How does this food affect my brain? Understand this clearly. Your brain needs fuel. Just like a car needs good fuel to run smoothly, your brain also needs the right food to think clearly. If you give your brain weak fuel, your thinking becomes slow, your focus becomes weak, your mood becomes unstable. But if you give your brain clean, natural food, your thinking becomes sharp, your focus becomes strong, your energy becomes stable. Now, let's understand what natural food means. Natural food is simple food, food that is fresh, food that is not heavily processed. For example, fruits, vegetables, nuts, whole grains, clean water. These foods help your brain. Now, look at the opposite: too much junk food, too much oily food, too much sugar. These things may taste good, but they make your brain slow. After eating a heavy junk food, have you ever felt lazy, sleepy, low energy? That is your brain reacting. Because your brain is not getting clean fuel, it is getting heavy fuel. Now, understand one more important point. Your brain works all day. It thinks, it processes, it makes decisions. So it needs steady energy, not sudden highs and sudden crashes. Natural food gives steady energy. It keeps your brain balanced. Now, let's talk about water. Many people forget this simple thing. Water is very important for your brain. When you don't drink enough water, your brain becomes tired. You feel slow. You feel less focused. So drink water regularly. Even this small habit can improve your thinking. Now, let's connect this with your daily life. Morning. Start with something light and natural. Don't overload your stomach. Give your brain a fresh start. During the day, avoid too much junk. Choose simple food. Keep your energy stable. At night, eat light. Let your brain relax. Prepare your body for good sleep. Now, connect this with your English. When your brain is active and fresh, you understand faster. You remember better. You speak more clearly. But when your brain is tired, you forget words. You feel confused. You lose confidence. So, food is not just about health. Food is about performance. Now, imagine two people. One person eats anything, anytime, without thinking. The other person eats carefully, chooses natural food, drinks water. Who will have a better brain? Who will think faster? Who will learn better? The answer is clear. So, remember this simple truth. You become what you eat. Start making better choices, not perfect choices, better choices, because every small change matters. Every meal matters. And slowly, your brain will feel the difference. More energy, more clarity, more focus. So, remember this line. Natural food is not just fuel. It is power for your brain. Feed your brain wisely, because a strong brain creates a strong life. Lesson 7. Sunlight nourishes your brain. Now let's talk about something very simple but very powerful. Sunlight. Many people don't think about it. They stay inside rooms. They sit in front of screens. They avoid going outside, and slowly something happens to their brain. It becomes dull. It becomes low in energy. It feels heavy without reason. Now, understand this clearly. Your body and your brain are connected to nature, and sunlight is one of the most important natural sources of energy. When your body gets sunlight, your brain becomes active. Your mood becomes better. Your energy increases. Think about a simple moment. When you go outside in the morning, fresh air, soft sunlight, how do you feel? Light, fresh, alive. That is not just a feeling. That is your brain receiving energy. But when you stay inside all day, no sunlight, no fresh air, your brain feels slow. You feel lazy. You feel low without knowing why. Now, let's understand why sunlight is important. Sunlight helps your body stay in balance. It improves your mood. It helps your brain stay awake and focused. It also helps your sleep at night. Yeah, sunlight and sleep are connected. When you get sunlight in the morning, your body understands the time of day, and at night, your brain feels ready to rest. But if you stay inside all day, your body gets confused, your sleep becomes weak, and your brain becomes tired. Now, let's talk about a simple habit. You don't need hours. You don't need anything special. Just go outside for 10 to 20 minutes daily. Morning is the best time. Walk slowly. Stand in sunlight. Let it touch your face, your hands. No phone, no distraction. Just be present. You can also combine this with other habits. Walk and think in English. I am walking. The sun is bright. I feel fresh. Simple sentences, but powerful practice. Now, let's go deeper. Sunlight also helps your emotions. When you get enough sunlight, you feel more positive. You feel more motivated. But when you don't, you may feel low. You may feel lazy. You may feel disconnected. So, if you ever feel down before doing anything else, go outside. Get some sunlight. Sometimes the solution is simple. Now, connect this with your English. When your brain feels fresh, you learn faster. You understand better. You speak more confidently. But when your brain feels low, you avoid practice. You feel lazy, you lose interest. So never ignore this small habit, because small habits create big results. Now imagine two people. One person stays inside all day, no sunlight, no fresh air. The other person goes outside daily, gets sunlight, moves a little. Who will feel better? Who will think clearly? Who will have more energy? The answer is clear. So remember this simple truth. Sunlight is not just light. Sunlight is life for your brain. Start going outside, even for a short time. Make it a daily habit. Because when your body connects with nature, your brain becomes strong. And when your brain becomes strong, your life becomes better. Lesson 8. Deep sleep restores your brain. Now let's talk about something many people ignore, but it controls your entire life. Sleep. Not just sleep. Deep sleep. Look at your daily life. Many people sleep late. They use their phone at night. They watch random content, and then they say, I feel tired. I cannot focus. My mind is not working. Now understand this clearly. Your brain does not become strong when you are awake all the time. Your brain becomes strong when it gets proper rest. Sleep is not wasting time. Sleep is repair time. When you sleep deeply, your brain cleans itself. Your brain organizes information. Your brain becomes ready for the next day. Think about a simple example. If you use your phone all day and never charge it, what happens? The battery dies. Your brain is the same. If you keep using it without rest, it becomes weak. It becomes slow. Now understand the difference. Not all sleep is equal. You can sleep for many hours but still feel tired. Why? Because your sleep was not deep. Deep sleep means your body is fully relaxed. Your mind is quiet. No disturbance, no noise. This kind of sleep gives real energy. It restores your brain. Now, let's talk about the problem. Why do people not get deep sleep? Because their brain is too active at night. Too much thinking, too much phone, too much noise. When you use your phone before sleeping, your brain stays active. It does not slow down. It does not relax. So even if you sleep, your brain is still working. That is why you wake up tired. Now let's talk about a simple solution. Create a calm night routine. Before sleeping, reduce phone use. Turn off bright lights. Sit quietly for a few minutes. Take deep breaths. Let your brain slow down. Let your mind become quiet. Try to sleep at the same time every day. Your brain loves routine. When you follow a routine, your sleep becomes better. Now, imagine this. You sleep early. You get deep sleep. You wake up fresh. How do you feel? Clear, focused, ready. Now, imagine the opposite. Late night, no rest, disturbed sleep. How do you feel? Heavy, lazy, confused. So sleep is not a small thing. Sleep decides your energy. Sleep decides your thinking. Now, connect this with your English. When your brain is fresh, you understand faster. You remember better. You speak more clearly. But when your brain is tired, you forget words. You feel slow. You lose confidence. So if you want to improve your English, you must improve your sleep. Now here's a simple habit. Before sleeping, say in your mind, I will sleep well. My brain needs rest. Relax your body. Close your eyes. Let everything go. No stress, no overthinking, just rest. Now remember this powerful line. You don't grow when you are only working. You grow when you recover. Deep sleep is recovery. Deep sleep is power. Start respecting your sleep. Don't ignore it. Don't sacrifice it. Because when your brain is fully rested, it becomes strong. And when your brain becomes strong, your life becomes powerful. Lesson 9. Reading strengthens your brain. Now let's talk about one of the most powerful habits in the world. Reading. Many people ignore reading. They think it is boring. They think it is slow. They think it is not important. But the truth is, reading can completely change your brain. Look at your daily life. Most people scroll on their phone. They watch short videos. They read small random content. Their brain becomes used to fast and shallow information. Because of this, their focus becomes weak. Their thinking becomes unclear. They cannot stay with one idea for long. Now understand this clearly. Your brain becomes strong when it learns to focus. And reading trains your brain to focus. When you read, You slow down. You follow words. You understand meaning. You imagine ideas. All these things make your brain active, not in a fast and noisy way, but in a deep and powerful way. Reading improves your thinking. You don't just see words. You start understanding ideas. You start thinking clearly. Now, let's go deeper. Reading also improves your memory. When you read something, your brain tries to remember it. It connects it with what you already know. This builds strong memory. And strong memory helps you in everything. Now, connect this with your English. Reading is one of the best ways to improve your English. When you read, you learn new words. You learn sentence structure. You learn how ideas are expressed. And the best part is, you learn naturally, without pressure. But many learners make one mistake. They try to read difficult books. They try to understand everything. And then they feel frustrated. Don't do this. Start simple. Very simple. Read easy English, short stories, simple articles, basic books. You don't need to understand every word. Just understand the idea. Let's take a simple example. You read a sentence. I walked into the room and felt relaxed. Maybe you don't know every word, but you understand the feeling. That is enough. Now here is a powerful habit. Read every day, even 10 minutes. No excuses. Morning or evening, anytime. But be consistent. Now let's talk about another benefit. Reading improves your imagination. When you read, you create pictures in your mind. You imagine situations. You feel emotions. This makes your brain creative. Creative thinking is very important. It helps you solve problems. It helps you express ideas. Now imagine two people. One person only watches short videos all day. The other person reads daily. Who will think deeper? Who will understand better? Who will express ideas clearly? The answer is clear. Now here is a simple practice. After reading something, try to think about it in English. What did I read? It was about even small thoughts are enough. This connects reading with thinking, and this makes your English stronger. Now remember this simple truth. Reading is not a waste of time. Reading is brain training. Start small, stay consistent, be patient, because slowly your focus will improve, your thinking will improve, your English will improve. So remember this line, reading strengthens your brain, and a strong brain creates a powerful life. Lesson 10. Community supports your brain. Now let's talk about something very important, but often ignored. Community. The people around you. Many people think success is a personal journey. They believe, I will do everything alone. I don't need anyone. But the truth is very different. Your brain is deeply affected by the people around you. Look at your daily life. Who do you talk to? What kind of people are around you? What kind of conversations do you have? All these things shape your thinking. Now understand this clearly. Your brain copies your environment. If you stay around negative people, people who complain, people who give up, people who think small, slowly, your brain becomes like them. You start thinking negatively. You start doubting yourself. You lose energy. But if you stay around positive people, people who are learning, people who are trying, people who are improving, your brain changes. You start thinking better. You feel motivated. You take action. This is the power of community. Now, let's go deeper. Humans are not made to grow alone. We grow faster when we are connected, when we share ideas, when we support each other. Think about a simple example. If you are learning alone, sometimes you feel tired. Sometimes you feel confused. Sometimes you feel like quitting. But if you are with people who are also learning, you feel strong. You feel supported. You feel like continuing. That is why community is important. Now, connect this with your English. If you are alone, you may not practice speaking. You may feel shy. You may lose confidence. But if you have even one person with whom you can speak, practice becomes easy. You can share ideas. You can make mistakes. You can learn together. And this makes your English stronger. Now, here is something very important. Your community does not need to be big. You don't need many people. Even one good person is enough. One person who supports you. One person who listens to you. One person who encourages you. That is enough to change your journey. Now let's talk about another point. Avoid negative people, people who laugh at your efforts, people who say, "You cannot do it, this is useless." These people weaken your brain. They create doubt. They create fear. So be careful. Choose your environment. Now you may think, what if I don't have a good community? This is possible. In that case, create your own. You can join online groups. You can follow positive content. You can listen to people who inspire you. Even a virtual community can help your brain. Now here is a simple habit. Every day, talk to someone positive, even for a few minutes. Share something good. Listen to something helpful. Slowly, your brain will feel supported. Now imagine two people. One person stays alone with negative thoughts. The other person stays connected with positive people. Who will grow faster? Who will stay strong? Who will succeed? The answer is clear. So remember this simple truth. You are not alone, and you don't have to grow alone. Choose your people wisely. Stay connected. Support others. Accept support, because when your environment is strong, your brain becomes strong. And when your brain becomes strong, your life becomes powerful. Before you close this video, pause for a moment. Not for me, for yourself. Look at everything you learned today. These are not big, difficult steps. These are simple habits. Now, ask yourself one honest question. Will I just watch this, or will I use this? Because most people will watch this video, feel good for a few minutes, and then go back to the same life. But change does not come from watching. Change comes from doing. You don't need to do everything at once. Start with one habit, just one. Do it today. Repeat it tomorrow, and slowly your brain will change. Your thinking will change. Your life will change. And if this video gave you value, don't let it stop here. Pass it forward. Share it with someone who needs this message today. And if you want more content that actually helps you grow, not just motivate you for a moment, make sure you stay connected with this channel, not as a viewer, but as someone who is serious about change. So, don't just leave quietly. Show that you are part of this journey. Tap the like button, share this video with someone, and subscribe to become part of a community that is here to grow every single day. We are not here to watch. We are here to transform. I will see you in the next video.